The reality is, when we last were in session, little, if any, debate, in fact, was conducted by the Senate in the proviso that the House inserted, which effectively banned any local school district from taking up preventative measures like mask. Since we've adjourned, obviously the Delta cases have skyrocketed. We are back at pre-levels with spikes again from the Delta variant. Our hospitals are overwhelmed, and school starts tomorrow here in Horry County. Our school district, unfortunately, has had its hands tied with no ability to answer the locals' concern of whether or not we, as a school district here, should allow what was in place when school let out before. And so this is purely an effort to allow Horry County School District and the other school districts across the state the ability to speak to their local concerns, unique in Horry County, perhaps different than Richland, perhaps different than Greenville, but particularly troublesome here. We've already had one school board member succumb to COVID. Unfortunately, we've got another member right now struggling seriously with COVID. And so I've heard from teachers and parents and great concern that we're not letting the locals make this decision. It's not a political decision, pro or anti, but it is one where, unfortunately, the state General Assembly decided something in a vacuum that is preventing our school districts from doing what they need to do. This is not a political decision. It is a decision that should be left up to those who are on the front line. Horry County hospitals right now are overwhelmed with COVID patients. The large majority, if not unanimity in the numbers, are made up of people who have not had a vaccine. That's their decision. Unfortunately, again, it is taxing our medical infrastructure, but that is a decision that adults are able to make for themselves. Unfortunately, the school districts who had a mask policy in Horry County under the governor's executive order can no longer have that. The preventative measures that the Republican administration of our state, our epidemiologist has said, we've got to prevent the spread. And so unfortunately, this is not political. This is about children who don't have the ability to say yes or no, but from a preventative standpoint, if Horry County School Districts wants to continue with the preventative measures that it had before this law was passed, they cannot now. And so the decision that was made in a vacuum in Columbia is hamstringing our school districts across this state. That unfortunately, you're seeing pediatric cases of COVID across the state. And so it's, again, unfortunately, it may be considered political. It is a political decision that we should not have made in Columbia. We should not be making this decision in a vacuum, and we should not be prohibiting a school district who had a measure in place from being able to continue that. And that's the bottom line here. Again, it was a decision that needs to be revisited. I hope that the Senate will take this up. Again, school starts tomorrow here in Horry County. I know that teachers and a lot of the officials would have liked to have continued doing what worked here for us. And so we need to be nimble, we need to be responsive, and again, a bipartisan effort here to reconsider a decision that was made with little debate, made in the time that we all thought that our COVID was under control, and that we all optimistically looked forward to returning back to normal on a quicker basis. We're all tired of this. This decision, unfortunately, was made in the best of times and did not allow the recognition for what times we're in right now with our school children.